Hey, my name's Heath, and I want to tell you about the most beautiful thing in the universe. Now, I know that's a big call, but listen to what I've got to say, and maybe you'll agree with me if you give this a go. So, the very first time I found this thing, it blew me apart. It brought magic and wonder and stability and happiness and all of these beautiful things like peace and freedom and love all at once. And I know that's a big call, but maybe if you try this, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it's very hard to describe this in words, so what I'm going to do is give you a technique so that you can give it a go for yourself and see what you find. So I call this the silence, and it's given many names in many different traditions, but I like to transcend the religion and transcend the philosophy and all of those frameworks of thinking and just break it down into something so simple that anybody can do and anybody can use to access this place. So in the silence is where I feel all of the beauty, all of the wonder, all of the existence stems from. And we're just so busy with our lives that we never ever experience this, but it really is so simple. So give yourself about half an hour, and in a place where you're not going to be disturbed, wherever that might be for you, and sit down in a chair. And the very first thing you're going to do is just close your eyes and just relax. Doesn't matter what position you're in, just close your eyes and relax. And begin to let your muscles kind of release and just let the tension come out. And just begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And your thoughts are going to wander. It's just what they do. They just like to think of all sorts of things, especially when you're trying to be quiet. So don't try, just let it go. And just begin to watch your thoughts come up and just start to breathe in and breathe out. And what we're going to do here is give your mind a toy to play with. Or it's kind of like singing your mind a lullaby to help it to go to sleep. Because your mind is like a toddler, always looking for the next thing, always looking for the action. So this is about letting go of action for a little while, letting go of thinking for a little while. So just relax, close your eyes, go into that still place. And as you begin to breathe in, I want you to say and feel and think a word. And that word is healer. And that's just my word. You can use whatever you want. If you happen to like sausages, maybe it'll be sausage. But a two-syllable word is good because it's something on the in-breath and something on the out-breath. So for me it was healer because I didn't want to associate it with any dogma or anything that was too specific, very conceptual, very open. So as I breathe in, I say the word heal. As I breathe out, I say love. Heal. Love. And then after a while of this ridiculousness, you begin to get into it. And as your mind begins to wander and thoughts come up, just bring it back to the word. So simple. You're thinking and concentrating just on the word and the sound. Only that. And that becomes the whole universe as you've got your eyes closed. Now it's going to seem stupid for maybe 5 minutes, maybe longer, but just give yourself half an hour, remember, and just keep it going. And as your mind begins to wander, just keep bringing it back. Just keep bringing it back. What you might find happens is that your thoughts become less and less, and then you're able just to focus completely on the word. After about 5-10 minutes of doing that, it feels good, just that alone. But after that, what I found is I got into a place where I just let go of even that word. And I just stopped saying healer because I just wasn't there to say it. And that part is the indescribable part. So after all that relaxation and being quiet and stillness, eventually, maybe it's 20 minutes in, maybe it's 25 minutes in, whatever, you kind of lose track of time. And eventually, you let go of the word and you're in this place of stillness. And The deeper you go, the less you realize you're there. But it's the end of thought. It's the end of thinking. And if nothing happens, then you're doing it. Because that's the point. It's the end of happening. So, although this may sound boring, that's kind of the point. To your mind, it is boring. The mind is so bored, in fact, it goes to sleep. And something crazy is happening with your brain waves and your whole being, and you're just dropping into this beautiful place. For me, it's like the mother's womb. It's warm, it's quiet, it's safe. But I'm not even thinking that while I'm in there. It could be something completely different for you. That just is what I happen to really hold close to my heart, I guess, when I go into that place. That's what it reminds me of. It's quite funny when you think about it, but the point is not to think about it. And just let all the thoughts go. And the longer you stay in that place of silence, where when the half an hour's up, maybe you've got an alarm bell that rings, you look back and you go, I don't even remember part of that. That part you don't remember, that's the part I'm talking about. And what seems to happen, what happened for me, was when I came out of that practice, my whole world was brighter. My whole day was brighter. My whole week was brighter. And this magic seems to come out of that space when you just give yourself time to stop. Something happens there. I don't know what, but the effects are undeniable for me. And the longer and the more often I go to that place, the more magic, the more stability, the more peace, the more beauty seems to stem out from that into my waking life, into my normal reality. So try it, give it a go. If you're at work, go to the toilet. It's a perfect place to do it. Or whatever, find yourself a place at home and try it and see what it does for you. I love you. Thanks for listening.